Assassin's Creed Mirage has almost everything an Assassin's Creed game should have. Focus on social stealth, a focused story that doesn't drag itself out, parkour that may not surpass the originals but makes up in level design, and I know, surprisingly, an assassin in an Assassin's Creed game. But by all means, really shouldn't exist? Now put down your pitchforks and hear me out. As I know a large portion of the fan base, including myself, holds many of the original titles in high regard, and we've been wanting the series to go back to this. But when you consider Ubisoft and the series' history within the context outside of our wants, I'm honestly surprised that Ubisoft Bordeaux was able to get away with as much as they did. When the series was on a yearly release schedule, and production crunch was finally catching up to them, Unity became the poster child of the gaming industry of unfinished games, and Syndicate right afterwards suffered the distrust that Unity's launch had, and ended up being the worst financially performing game in the entire franchise. So much so that they actively threw out the old format altogether, and took a year off and got inspiration from The Witcher 3. And this proceeded to do a soft reboot on the franchise altogether in favor for the RPG format of games that we've been getting for the past 7 years. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't believe that almost half of the Assassin's Creed lifetime has been dominated by the RPG games, despite them making up about 25% of the total mainline games, in which we know that number is definitely going to go up. Especially when we factor in how much money these RPG games are making. Valhalla by itself has made more than $1 billion, making it the most profitable Assassin's Creed game to date. Ubisoft really has no reason to give up the business structure that they created. Mirage seems to be that weird anomaly within this, where Ubisoft as a publisher is just trying to appease the classic fans so they can cast as big of a net as possible. And it somehow works. Mirage doesn't really aim to appease the casual player who values playtimes and just wants a historical fantasy game. Its main target is the classic fans such as myself, and who have valued the earlier games in the franchise, that just wanted that assassin fantasy combined with compelling storytelling in a setting that serves both the story and its gameplay mechanics. And while Mirage didn't check all of these boxes, I think it's with the limited resources that Bordeaux had, and as it was originally supposed to be Valhalla DLC, in my opinion, it did a great job at capturing the spirit of the originals while using the foundations of Assassin's Creed Valhalla to its greatest effect. Now that Ubisoft is trying to take the franchise to a live service type of function, in which I have some hesitations about it, but they're not relevant here, I'm honestly not sure if we'll get this kind of closed off experience ever again. At least anytime soon. Now, if the rumors are true, Ubisoft is trying to appease everyone by creating different types of games for different types of fans. So, hopefully the game did well enough to warrant another type of game like this again. And the updates for Mirage, it seems like that's a good indicator of this. But as of right now, I'm not so sure, so I guess we'll just see what happens. But what do you think? Did Mirage scratch that assassin itch that you were feeling? Or would you rather have just preferred them to the original idea of I4 and Baghdad? Let me know. Now, if you liked the video, leave a like. And maybe consider subscribing to this channel, as we're going to be planning to have a lot more Assassin's Creed videos coming up. And I will see you all in the next video.